3.
So in today's lesson, we are going to understand that the two digits of a two-digit number represent amounts of tens and ones. However, there are special cases. 1, 10 can be thought of as a bundle of tens and ones called a 10. The numbers from 11 to 19 are composed of a 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. The numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70 refer to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 tens and 0 ones, because there is a 0 in the ones place. The other special case is comparing two-digit numbers based on meanings of tens and ones digit and recording the results with symbols greater than, less than, or equal to. So let's begin by doing a worksheet.
Okay.
In order to understand the place value of a two-digit number, we will look at example 2 on worksheet 1. Here we have 4 tens and 9 ones. We would write that number as 49. In the case of 9 tens and 3 ones, we would write that number as 93.
91?
What?
91?
Yes. No, I'm sorry, 93.
Okay.
0 tens and 4 ones we would write as 04, because there is 0 tens and there are 4 ones.
Okay.
8 tens and 8 ones, what number do you think that would be?
88?
Good. How about 6 tens and 1 1?
61?
Good. And the last one, 2 tens and 7 ones.
27?
Excellent. Let's move on to a different worksheet where you are given the number and you have to write how many tens and how many ones are in that number. So I will do the first 2 for you, and then I'll have you do the rest that's on the worksheet.
Okay.
21. We are given the number 21. Since this is the ones place, the 1 is in the ones place, and the 2 is in the tens place, we write 2 tens, and we just write the number 1 for the ones place because there's only 1. For 49, the 9 is in the ones place, the 4 is in the tens place. So here it asks how many tens. Well, we look at the tens place and we see 4, so we would write 4. And we look at the ones place, which has a 9, and we would write 9 in the box.
Okay.
I'll do the other one for you, and then you can do the last 3.
Okay.
72. There are
7?
7 what?
7 tens?
Good. And how many ones?
2.
Good. Do you want to try the last 3 on your own?
Sure.
Okay. We have the number 86. Can you tell me what number is in the ones place?
Number 6?
Good. And what number is in the tens place?
Number 8.
Good. Now this is a little bit tricky. We have 50. So how many I'm sorry. What number goes in the tens place?
Think 5.
You think 5?
Yeah.
Why do you think? And
Because there is 5 tens in 50.
good. Now, how many ones do you think there is?
0 ones.
Good. And we have the number 18. Can you do the last one?
Yes. There is 1 10 and
Good.
8 ones.
And 8 ones. Good. Good job. Let's move on to doing a different type of worksheet. In this worksheet, we will be comparing 2-digit numbers using the less than sign, the greater than sign, or the equal to sign. The one way that you can think of it is the alligator's mouth wants to always eat the greater number. So when we're comparing numbers, always think of the alligator eating the bigger number because the alligator wants to eat the bigger number. So,
Okay.
Greater than, we write greater than with a sign like this. We write equal to, a simple equal sign, and less than, a number like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first few for you, and then I'll have you try some on your own.
Okay.
19, and we have 25. Now remember I said that the alligator always wants to eat the bigger number. So the bigger number here would be 25. So we draw the alligator mouth eating the 25. And right here we have 19 written again and 25. This time instead of writing the symbol, we write greater than, less than, or equal to. So 19 is less than 25. That's what we would write. So let's write less than 32 and 27. 32 would be the bigger number.
Yes.
So the alligator would want to eat the 32.
Yes.
Because he always wants big. He doesn't want to eat the smaller number. Now they're asking you here to write it out instead of using the symbol. So again, 32 and 27. 32 is greater than. Do you think you can do this one for me where it's we're comparing 7 and 17? Which
Yes.
number is bigger?
17.
So which number would the alligator want to eat?
17.
Right, so we would say 7 is greater than, less than, equal to 17. Which one?
It's less than.
7 is less than 17. Good. And here you would just write, what would we write here? 7?
7 is less than 17.
Good. Can you do the other one for me?
Yes.
It says 47 and 47.
I would put an equal sign there
Why?
because it's the same thing.
Good. And then here, what would we write? Less than, greater than, or equal to?
I would put equal to.
Good. And the last one. It's 85 and 36. So we're comparing 85 and we're comparing 36. So which number do you think is bigger?
85.
Good. So how would we write that?
We would put
85 is
it's greater than 36.
good. So remember, the alligator's mouth
85.
is eating the 85. So, and here, what would we write?
85 is greater than 36.
Good. Good job. We'll do one more worksheet where we are comparing the number. So we would have to draw a line from the left column to the right column and match the correct number to the correct box on the right column. So I'll do the first two for you, and then I'd like you to do the last few on your own.
Okay.
So 29. We know that in 29, this is the ones place, this is the tens place. So 29, we look for 2 tens and 9 ones. And it's right here. It says 2 tens and 9 ones. So all we do is just draw a line from that to that. 81. This is the ones place. This is the tens place. So there is 1 ones and there are 8 tens. We look for 81. And that's right here. So we just draw a line to that. Now 37. Can you tell me how many ones there are in 37?
7.
And how many tens?
3.
Good. So all we have to do is just look for the matching number on the right hand column and we draw that line to there. 65. How many tens and how many ones in 65?
6 tens and 5 ones.
Excellent. And we just draw that because it says 6, 10 and 5 ones. The last two. 73. Can you?
7 tens and 3 ones.
Good. So we just draw a line to that. And finally, the last one.
48, there are 4 tens and 8 ones.
Good. And we draw it to the last one. Okay. So good job. Okay, so in today's lesson, we've learned the place value of a 2-digit number. We know the tens place as well as the ones place. And for homework, I'd like you to do a few worksheets that I will be giving out later. I would also like you to write in your math journals examples of 2-digit numbers and label them tens and ones. So I would like you to, for example, say you write 48. I want you to write the 4 in one color and the 8 in one color and label each number 10 or 1.
Okay.
So that's what we will be doing for homework. Any questions?
No.
Okay, well, that concludes our lesson.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.